This is not going to be your average shop tour. This is Injen Technology like you've never seen it. 26 years of family-built performance, and my boy Randy has given me the ultimate all-access walkthrough. I poked around on the internet before I came by and couldn't find anything showing the inside of their facility, so this might be a special one. Buckle up.
We make everything here. Been at this building for 25 years now, 26 years. That building over there was another building that the owner had.
Right over there on the corner.
Yeah, in the corner over there. You can see the red stripe there.
Oh yeah!
But now he's closing that out, and then this is the main building where everything's at right now. So,
Okay.
yeah, so come on in. Welcome to Injen. Step right in the door right here. Obviously this is our lobby. We only have, it's a very intimate building, not a lot of space, so we have equipment everywhere. This is our 3D printer where we prototype a lot of our rotomolded intakes. You know, not a lot of frills here, but then it's that. We go into the offices here. This is the marketing office. This is Virginia and Sophia. Social media manager, operations.
I kind of grew up in it. My dad is the founder. I feel like I didn't really realize how big it was until I was older. So as I get older, it's just nice to see all that my dad's built. My brother's also here. He works in this office also, so.
And then right here is where all the magic happens. This is the R&D room. This is Paul, lead engineer. Does no screen time on
How long have you been with the company, Paul?
I've been here for 26 years.
Oh, do you have the Integra?
Yeah, the badass.
It's all making sense now. Okay.
Yeah, it was slow.
I've been in a Honda for a while.
I see the dynamic here. You started to get it. Okay. Right, I mean, if you've been here for 23, 27, 26 years, you were one of the early people looking at sport compact magazines and super streets and yeah. Okay. Paul, I'm curious though, like with that many years under your belt, what are like some of your favorite projects that you've executed here at Injen? If you don't mind, I'm gonna spin the camera back towards you.
Yeah, they're all kind of special because they're kind of like it's that feeling you get when it's kind of like having a child. You from start to finish, like you design something and then you see the concept, then you build it out, then you see production, and it's like almost like your little baby. So they're all kind of special to me in a sense. You see it from start to finish. So they're all special.
They're all special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started from fabricating, our traditional, I call it traditional because it's our traditional metal tubes, heat shields, and then I learned SolidWorks, 3D design, and I started doing all the 3D design. And I've had anywhere from 3 to 4 R&D guys, and now we're just kind of cutting. Actually, Lucas over there, I'm not sure if you met Lucas.
Yeah.
He's actually another one of my R&D guys, which he's actually the owner's son. So he's also helping with tech support and also does R&D. So
Part of being in the automotive industry is wearing multiple hats. It's kind of hard to just be a one-trick pony in this industry. So you almost have to kind of absorb other tasks and skills to essentially survive.
I always recommend everybody, just like Lucas, I always tell them, learn as much as you can. You can never learn enough. This is just add more to your plate as you learn more. You just grow. And Lucas started since he was the owner's son. He was helping us in the back just over the summers and over the years. He got more interested in cars, and then we took him in as R&D as soon and he started learning 3D, and now he's a full-time employee for R&D. So.
It's cool to see the family involved and taking it and learning stuff. It's actually it's pretty neat to see.
And Sophia is also the owner's daughter. So.
Yeah, we saw Sophia on the way in.
Yeah.
So Paul, conceptually, these are your initial ideas, or do you guys have a meeting on the layout prior to going into R&D, or how do you dream up these intakes, these systems?
We kind of all work together. I usually get the ball rolling with the 3D scans, and let me see if I have any scans here. And then once I have that, we kind of sit together and kind of brainstorm of what we think the best attack for these vehicles are, as far as like what we should do and where we think the consumer would like, and cost there's so much that is involved in trying to decide how to get to market these things, from design to cost and manufacturing and to the end consumer. And we all kind of just work together to figure out what we need to do to get the right product out to the consumer.
How many projects are you guys balancing at one time?
Well, it depends. Right now, I'm actually doing about 5. So once one gets rolling and I have actual concept and I send it to the 3D printer, I'm already working on another one. And a lot of times I'll pause that one to get to another one. So they're just anywhere from 3 to 5 projects at a time. Here's another one I can show you, which is pretty cool. So this is one of our best sellers as far as the vehicle goes. It's the actual F-150. And as we see more demand for our intakes, we try to design other styles that we think the consumer will like. And we might have 2 to 3 different designs, and this is another design for the F-150 that we thought the consumer would like. So we're going to introduce this one soon.
This is awesome. The design is, I've never seen a design like that actually. Whoa.
It looks, it looks cool because there's 2 mergers because there's 2 inlets and 2 outlets, so we merged them together just to get this intake to flow correctly and the right amount of flow. So it's multiple mergers.
And this will be like a polymer?
It's actually polyethylene cross-link. So it's a plastic.
We'll let you get back to work. We appreciate a little bit of time with you.
Of course.
Hopefully we can catch you again and learn a little bit more, but for now, that'll do.
So I started in 2019 working in the warehouse in the shipping department. And then after about a couple months, I got into the Evo department, which is pretty much the products we design, but I was working in the back. So pretty much just packing and doing all the stuff we need to do to prepare to send them out. And then eventually I came in after about a year doing that, doing technical support. So answering phone calls for people who need help with installing intakes or having trouble with intake systems, and technical support with emails and stuff like that. And then after about, I would say like a year and a half, 2 years of doing that, I started slowly getting into R&D. Probably took me about, I want to say maybe like a year to like fully understand everything, because I had to do technical support and then learn on the side everything that Paul was teaching me and stuff like that and practicing in it. After doing technical support, I did R&D full time pretty much for about like a year. Like Paul said, we downsized, so right now I'm doing a little bit more technical support and customer service, and when I can design whenever I'm not busy helping customers, so that's where I'm at right now. I mean, like I also have my own like aftermarket retail company for performance parts, so like I'm trying to focus on that, and then maybe also if that will prepare me for what comes in the future, whatever comes with Injen. So yeah, I guess you can say it is a little bit of preparing for what's to come, but I still know. I mean, who knows whatever happens, but I guess yeah, that's the plan so far.
Do you remember your first memory of your dad doing engine intakes?
Yeah, we were in the other building. Well, it started off with he had, I believe, the S14 and a half, I think they would call it, in the garage, and then the Evo, the Mitsubishi Evo, and those were like, I saw those cars and like I instantly like just fell in love, and he'd start taking me to car shows, and over the summer I'd like come over here to the buildings and just chill in the office or in the warehouse talking to everyone, and I would see like the whole process and stuff like that. So at a very young age, I'd probably say like younger than like, as like 7 years old, I would say is when I started remembering coming here and learning everything about cars and stuff. So
And it sounds like you're a core car enthusiast also, is that true?
yeah, I mean, I started liking cars from a very young age because of the cars that my dad had. So yeah, I would say cars was definitely one of my passions, that and soccer, but definitely it was cars was my first passion. I've always been interested in this industry, and so far it's working out, and I do love it.
Love to see it, Luke. It's cool to learn how you got here, what you're doing here, and your purpose for hitting these keys every day. So we look forward to seeing some of these new designs you guys come out with. And
For sure.
it's gonna be cool to see your hand, your fingerprint on it as well.
Yeah.
which
Oh,
would be
yeah,
awesome. And yeah, man, let's see another what? You guys got 30 years plus? It's more than 30
almost,
years?
yeah.
26.
Yeah,
It's almost 30 years. So yeah, let's see another 30, 26 to 30 years. It'd be cool.
Hopefully. Let's move around this way. So this is Ron, the owner's office. Accounting, right here right now. This is production. Ron's brother is actually the production manager. It is a family
The
business.
whole family
Yes,
is
the
here.
whole family. And then the production manager's assistant is the son of the production manager. Yeah, it's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I sound surprised seeing that, but Randy, like, kind of tell us, this isn't necessarily a rare thing in the automotive performance.
Oh, no, not at
A lot
all.
of these are family-owned businesses. Is that true?
Oh, very true. Yeah, very true. A lot of them are family, like you said, family owned. They get passed down. You know, a lot of companies get passed down. You know, generation, things like that. Moon Eyes is one of them. You know, but yeah, there's a lot of employees here that are within the family. You know, you've met the majority of them so far. You know,
It's amazing.
yeah. So it's really cool. It's a down to earth company. It's, you know, I mean, it's been around for a long time. It's one of those legacy brands. You know, I've always wanted an Injen intake.
Yeah,
Could
I
never
remember the
afford one.
ads. Yeah, couldn't afford one.
Never could
I
afford
remember
one.
the ads.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so there you go. And then now it's here and you know, we're going strong. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
It's amazing. There's not many brands in the industry that have lasted, specifically rooted import brands
right.
that have lasted as long as Injen and some of the other bigger brands
Oh, yeah,
in the game.
The thing is pivoting. I mean, pivoting with markets, evolving with markets. You know, like off-road is one of our big things. European became another big thing. I mean, one of our biggest sellers is BMW 1121 intake. It's for, you know, a 2019 BMW 330. You know, and
Right.
that thing is just flying off the shelves. You know, and it's big. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised right now if any Honda in the world doesn't have an intake. For any 90s Honda has probably an Injen intake. I mean, and they're still selling, which is the craziest thing. I'm like where are all the Hondas? As we,
Yeah.
how often? Right now, what would you do for a '93 hatch?
Clean night, so you might do a lot of weird things. You might do some strange things.
Right. But I mean, we're still selling those intakes, which is the craziest. It blows my mind every day. I see orders for '93 Honda. It's kind of cool.
Wow.
So yeah, so this is where all the magic happens out here. So go ahead. This is where our new filter pleater. Jeff is in charge of our filter department. So he builds all of our filters.
Hi, Jeff.
Jeff, this is Brandon.
Brandon, nice to meet you,
And
Brandon.
then this is Jesus.
What's up, big dog?
Yeah, so this is our new pleater. What it does is it pleats all our material for all our filters.
Okay, so the filters are done in-house.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
They're all
this-
made here. Yeah.
This machine is a pleater.
Yeah, so it pleats the material, kind of
Makes
folds
the
it all.
molds.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And then what that does is, yeah, and so it does that. And this is Louis.
There's
He's our
Louis.
production manager.
How you doing, Louis? Nice to meet
how you
you.
Don't give him any crap. 'Cause he's Ron's brother. Okay? That's
right.
I thought he looked a little bit familiar.
This is Brandon.
I'm the better looking one.
You guys heard it.
And so what it does is it folds all the material, which turns out like this. So this is basically a raw filter material. And this is our dry filter media, the blue. So yeah, really cool. It's that. And then this gets cut and it gets molded into the filter shape, right? After it gets done here, it goes to our urethane machine, which is over here. And this is our urethane machine. And this is where all the urethane gets poured into the molds, which the filter elements go into to make our conical filters, our flat panel filters, all right here. And this table actually moves. It's not moving right now, but it's
It'll rotate.
Yeah, it'll rotate. And then that's our urethane head over there, and it pours the material into our molds. So right now, table's kind of hot.
So it's basically like a hot plate right here.
Yeah.
Let's just kind of explain how this works, because honestly, Randy, like, I don't think you guys are letting a whole lot of people come back here
Oh no.
to see what's going on.
No.
So
It's
we
very.
kind of have a super exclusive look here.
Right.
So break it down for us. So, okay, so from what I can see is we have this massive table or giant lazy Susan. Okay, we just saw over there, Randy showed us how they make the filter elements. Right, now we're over here with the pleated filter elements. And then they go into these, each one of these must be for a specific part number or type of filter. Right?
Correct. Yeah. Each one is. Yeah. So you have a base of the mold, and then you have the top, and then the filter goes in there, and the urethane actually bonds to the filter element.
Right. So
Which creates the filter.
So you can see Eric just rolled up that filter element, set it in there, and then when the table spins around, over there is where the urethane liquid goop comes out, right? And then boom, it'll lock that filter into place.
Yes.
Down into that base. That is really cool.
Yeah. So right now they're loading all the elements into the molds, yeah, like you said, and then they'll pour the urethane into the mold, wait for it to heat up or dry or cure, and then take it out, and then opposite of the other molds. So,
And Randy, all of Injen's intake filter elements are cleanable, reusable.
These are reusable. So these right here are dry filter element. It's compressed air is how you clean them, or vacuum. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a little different from your traditional oiled filters where you have to wash them and things like that. The 99% of the time you'll see these filters in all our kits.
Okay.
You know, they're our most popular element. Yeah. We do have oiled filters, you know, just for people. They're made for high, you know, extreme environments. You know, like off-road. You know, a lot of sand, soot, fine dust particles. You know, because oil does trap it a little bit better. But they are the maintenance on them is what, you know. Like I said, it's your traditional, like other brands. You have to wash them, you have to wait for them to dry, then you oil them and things like that. So there is a thing about over oiling. I'm sure you've heard of that.
It can go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. For us, we do everything by weight of the filter, and Jeff is a magician at that. But some of our inventory that we have here, a lot of our intakes are made to order. Over here is where the packing happens. To your left, this is where all the kits are made. You know, all the pieces, all the components, and everything like that. These two ladies over here, they do a really good job in getting those done.
How many staff are here at Injen, Randy?
We have about 25. Yeah, you know, some are in and out. You know, some are remote. You know, things like that. But it's a pretty intimate operation. You know, for how many intakes that we get out the door, it's cool to see how everybody works together.
We're going to come off Randy, but if we just show the warehouse space and how much is just already in stock.
Yes.
And ready to be shipped.
And this is pallets for one order right here, ready to go. As you can see, there's replacement filters at the top already, along with intakes, things like that.
So this is all going out. Everything that's been palletized right here is going out.
Correct. Yeah.
And if you guys just look at this. Just look at how many intakes are on one pallet. And there's like 5 pallets.
Yeah, and it's a mix. I mean, we have Audi here. You have your 10th gen Civics. Yeah, this is all Audi stuff right here. I mean, a 240 SX. Intake going out.
Right.
I mean,
40SX.
where are these? Because I want one.
Yeah. Who is modding that?
Yeah, right.
And where did you find a clean one?
Exactly. And it's a mix. I mean, right here you have your Camaro. I don't know who this is going to, but yeah, it's a mix, and that's what kept us in the industry so long, is that we pivoted. Everybody knows us. Every time we go to a show, it's always, I used to have an Injen intake in my '93 Civic, but you're here at an off-road show. Right. You know what I mean? But now we're here, and we're building stuff for everything else. I mean, one of our highest selling intakes of all time is the 3rd gen Tacoma intake, which blows my mind.
It must be a good product also.
Oh, it's a great product. Yeah. Paul did a really good job in designing it and engineering it and everything, and it's just one of our best sellers. I mean, we can't keep them on the shelf. And it's a rotomolded product. It's not even like what we're known for. it's rotomolded is the plastic, pieces and everything like that. And we can't keep them off the shelf. Yeah, on the shelf. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is it right here. This is where all the welding happens over here for all our aluminum intakes, our intercoolers. As you can see, I mean, we have there's a bunch of stuff going down. We have a couple welders that do that. It all happens here for all our aluminum intakes. Like I said, intercoolers, aluminum intakes, and then our exhausts.
So
all get welded here.
You just mentioned 2 things that maybe not everyone is familiar with. You just said 2 products. You said exhaust and you said intercoolers.
Correct. Yeah.
And I would say that I'm involved in the industry and I pay attention, but I didn't even know you guys made intercoolers.
Yeah.
Or exhaust. So talk about that, Randy.
Right. Well, it's something that I don't know if it's fairly new to us, but it's something that we're fairly new at marketing. I mean, we only have 6 intercooler part numbers, but we're not going to make an intercooler for every car.
Right.
It's going to be for the best platforms, the ones that make the most power. So right now, one of our best-selling intercoolers is for the 10th gen Civic. We have one for the Type R, and then for just your standard Civics. And those are and Paul over here, he's done a lot of testing. I'm talking to where we both race. Data is key in racing. So he actually put 2 temperature sensors, inlet, outlet, and got the temperature of each one. And on our dyno, and did that whole thing, and it was like a 30-degree difference.
Wow.
In inlet to charge temperature.
To charge, yeah.
And it's crazy. Like I saw that, I didn't believe it until he showed me the data, because like I said, we're racers. I don't believe anything until you told me data. Show me data. I'm like, dude, that's insane. Hey, Paul, what was the degree difference on the 10th gen intercooler? It was like 30 degrees, you say, right?
It's a lot, yeah. And it was consistent no matter how many times you kept on running it. It would have, like the stock intercooler would heat soak and it get hotter and hotter and hotter every time, but ours just consistent. Yeah, I think it's like 30, 35 or something like that.
Yeah. And like I said, I didn't believe it until you showed me the data, and you know us racers are very skeptical about theory.
We run thermal probes and pressure sensors at the inlet and outlet, and we monitor all that stuff. And pressure drop was
crazy,
really low. Yeah.
Wow. So here's an intercooler over here in our packing station. If you want to look at it,
yeah, let's check it out.
we use high quality cores and everything. Brandon Romero, he does all our packing of all our stuff. Gets all the pipes all ready to go into our kitting station and things like that. I'm just going to show him this intercooler real quick. What's this one for? F-150?
FM 9102.
Oh, okay. So this is your F-150 intercooler right here. It's not painted with the thing. Can I set this on top here?
Yes.
Yeah. And if you look at our bar and fin core, it's pretty thick. I mean, the original factory intercooler is about half the size almost. Our end tanks are cast end tanks, all TIG welded, everything like that, and it's a drop-in intercooler.
But it's cool, like it's a cast intake, but you guys like machine it.
Yeah, right.
And finish it so it's not super rough looking.
Correct. Yeah. In the future, we're gonna we're diving into more custom end tanks. We're looking into CNC ones and things like that. Especially for the high-end market. We should be having an RS3 intercooler that's in the works too.
But even still, like I said, for the budget conscious, I would take this cast with a little brush finish on it. It looks good to me.
Everything that we do here is drop-in, including our intakes. There's no modification needed for any kind of performance gain that you see coming out of here.
And for everybody watching, when Randy says no modification, that's cutting, welding, fabrication.
Correct. No, none of that. Correct. No need for any kind of additional tuning. None of that. It's no check engine lights, you know, things like that. It's all drop in, and like before working here, I was skeptical about the numbers until I saw Paul's process, and I'm like, okay, this is real. This is real.
You guys, now I don't know where this question gonna land, so this might get cut, but Injen Technology, you guys provide carb legal?
Correct.
Everything on the...
Not everything. So right now, we do have a lot of carb pending product, but we're at the mercy of carb because it's up to their testing that gets us our carb certification or our carb EO number.
What Randy's saying, I think, is even though the process is challenging to get things through carb, Injen Technology, their goal is often to make things eventually, certain products, eventually carb legal.
Correct, yeah.
Like a lot of the older stuff has a carb OE number, I think, right?
Correct, yeah. A lot of our older intakes do. We're in the process of retroactively going backwards and getting everything carb, but it's based on if the vehicle's available. You know, I mean, it's hard to go find you know, if let's just say there's an application out there that's 20 years old, it's going to be hard to find a vehicle to test with that, right? We're always actively seeking carb because that's what we're based. That's one thing about our product is we get power even out of a carb legal product. You know what I mean? And that's all the testing that we do. I mean, we do extensive testing. We'd rather delay an intake that's going to be coming out because it doesn't perform to our standards. And my standard is a 1,400 horsepower Civic. Right. Paul's is a 800 horsepower Civic, but we won't get it.
A little slower.
A little slower.
And we get it. It has to work. And
it has to work.
You're a person that understands the value of a quality part.
Correct.
Being a racer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, just because XYZ company puts out a product and we're behind the ball on that one, I'm not gonna put out the same product and get the same numbers, because then all of a sudden we're just another intake. You know, I'd rather have the intake that puts out numbers, puts out torque, puts out performance, all without a check engine light, also having a carb cert. How much? Yeah, a win's a win, yeah. Right. You know what I mean? Even if that takes us 6 months down the road, it's fine. Yeah. You know, at least we're putting out a quality product. But this is the 10th gen Civic intercooler. And,
that one's got a slightly different intake.
Correct, yeah.
That one's cool too.
But if you look at the core on this guy, I mean, it's pretty big core on that one.
It's like a 5-inch core right there.
Look at that. Yeah.
It's bigger than the 5-inch core.
Oh yeah. And so,
the exhaust over there.
Yeah. So can I lay this down like this, Romero?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, this guy's a really good selling product for us. Makes a lot of power. Yeah.
Nice piece.
Oh yeah. That's one of our exhaust axle backs back there. Like I said, we're here all for quality. Use quality components, all stainless steel. Through and through mufflers, cast Y pipe, and each one of our products goes through the same process as far as testing. Paul does a real good job with testing and making sure, like I said, we're all racers. We're all about the numbers and real world numbers, not if this does that. You know what I mean? It doesn't apply to what we do. Right. You know, with us having that kind of background, we're really meticulous on all of it.
I love it. I think the enthusiasts love it because we know that we're getting a product that actually works and has been tested, and people care about nice little details on the product as well. You know, like
we take pride in our work. So Injen also owns a rotomold facility out in the Coachella Valley that actually molds all these pieces. It's all 100% American made. Welding going on there. Obviously our shipping department. This is our bending machines right here. Kind of old school, but they work. Paulo, who handles our fabrication, he bends all the pipes. Those are the raw pipes that you see over there. Along this wall, that wall, and this wall, these are all our jigs for all our intakes.
Just look at this, you guys.
and some we've already had to discontinue and throw away. This is everything that we have in production. So
this is crazy.
Yeah.
Look at all these other jigs over here, you guys.
Yeah, all the tools that we have and everything. I mean, yeah.
There is a lot going on in this building.
Yes. Tons.
And it's not like, it's big, but it's not a huge facility.
Oh no, it's intimate, like I said. But a lot of stuff gets pushed out of here. One other product that you guys don't know about is our charge piping, intercooler piping. Yeah. So these are all the jigs for that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So it's down to where where the bracket sits, where our map pad sits, all the little nipples, everything like that. Down to where the badge goes. I mean, it's hard to mess it up. All right, so now we're gonna step into our dyno room. Fernando, this is Brandon Fernando.
Nice to meet you, Brandon.
He actually is in charge of our Evo department. So we have 8 Evolution intakes that are roto-molded, and he's in charge of cutting them, making sure QC is good and everything like that. So he does a real good job at it.
Dude, thank you for your time and what you do, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
This is our dyno room. It's kind of a mess right now because we're getting ready for a show. This is Paul's safe space right here. So we have our 2 dyno jets, all-wheel drive capability, obviously our lift, everything like that. But this is where all the magic happens. This is where it kind of starts in his office and it ends up over here, right before the production happens.
You guys, we saw Paul when we first got here. We talked to Paul in his office. Now, it's only been like 15 minutes. Now Paul is over here in the dyno area.
Yes.
Okay? The man is everywhere. He's got tools. First he had a keyboard in his hand. Now he's got tools in his hands, you guys.
Oh, Mark right here. He's our CNC operator.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
He handles
too.
all our CNC stuff. Oh, you didn't see that over there. We manufacture our own math pads, adapters for our intercooler piping that go onto, they usually clip into the intercooler with, C-clips and things like that. So he does all that for us, and yeah, he does a great job with that as well. Very meticulous with his work, and he works with Paul really well. Finding little things. We're always innovating. So like any improvement that he sees, Paul will change the drawing, and then it'll go back and forth. It's a real good dynamic.
That's cool.
Yeah. This is where we kind of keep all our material, all our raw pipes are over here, our cleaning machines. That's where it gets all cut. Yeah. He basically bends the pipes and cuts them.
All right,
So,
metal man back here.
Yeah, big time middleman. Where all the cutting happens over here, more cutting over there. Yeah, as you can see, some of the jigs that they have over here, they're cutting into pieces already.
So let's see here. There's manufacturing going on right in front of our eyes. So
Yes.
right here you guys can see pipes with a jig. So over here in the cutting area, it sounds like the cutting area will take a jig. So you guys say they're gonna build 100 pieces of XYZ part number, right? What it looks like, and correct us if we're wrong, Randy, but they said they put in the order for 100 pieces of XYZ, and then it looks like the jig comes over here to the production area, and then they just start cutting all the different pieces they need for that jig. And then they just pile them up.
Yep.
And then they go sounds like they probably go to the welding department next.
Correct. Yeah. So actually, they go to prep. So we have a prep area that right after cutting, so they'll take all the they'll chamfer it or whatever they need to do. They'll prep it for welding. So they'll kind of the welding process. So they'll clean the material, deburr, everything like that. And that's in the back over there. You haven't seen that yet, but it's in the back. Right next to the CNC machines is our polishing area. So a lot of our prototypes actually are polished. So we have polished, like it's a nice polished. We don't like to put that out there because polished aluminum is hard to take care of. So a lot of these will get sent out for powder coating. So we have 3 finishes that we have. It's and I'll show them to you later. But we have actually one that simulates a polished intake. It looks really nice. It's called our. It's basically our polish, but it's a powder coat.
Right.
And it looks really good. And then we have a black wrinkle finish and then a red wrinkle finish. And sometimes we'll have intakes that are specialties. So we have like a blue powder coat that we'll come out with, or things like that.
Right,
So,
special run.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right. So from here it gets cut. Well, actually, it comes from here first, and then it gets cut here. Then it gets cut into our pieces based on our jigs, and then after that it goes into our polishing. After polishing, and then it goes into our welding department over here that you just saw. And then after that, it gets sent out for powder coating, and then after that, it goes to Romero for it to check quality control, things like that, and then it gets packed and then shipped out.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are our exhaust jigs over there, by the way. So along that wall.
Oh yeah, exhaust jigs. Here, I'll get over there.
Yeah. No, you gotta go around.
Yeah,
It's kind of odd. Yeah.
That's like, man, that's easily. It's over 50 different jigs.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. We have an extensive amount of applications for our exhausts. Yeah, and they're quality exhausts. If you see here, all these bins right here.
Yeah.
Those are our stock of welded intakes already that are ready to send out to powder coat.
Oh, so this is the. Wow.
Yeah, this is I mean, each one. So let's step over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. So right here. So this actual piece right here might fit multiple applications. So it might be a bend for, let's say, an Audi, but then this would be a short ram for a Civic. You know, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why it's here like this. But this right here, and the same thing with this deal right here. I mean, this is pretty much a. I'm not too sure what the part number is, but this is ready to get sent out for powder coating.
Okay.
Right? And the MAP pad needs to, actually this one, no, not yet. This one needs to be, the MAP pad still needs to be welded. Looks like a nipple over here still needs to be welded. But yeah, it's pretty much ready to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, for production. Yeah, but all these bins out here are exactly that. And as you can see, we have yeah, it's quite a bit.
The scale. I got the wide angle on, but dude, look at this. Serious intake technology.
Yeah, and right here's all, like I said, all our rotomolded stuff. All this is done in. These are all Coachella.
These are all from.
Yeah, these are all from our facility in the Coachella Valley. Where our rotomolding, and then one day we're gonna have to take a trip out there too, Brendan. That one's a big facility. I mean, we're talking, and they just don't do stuff for Injen. It's a lot of companies, tons of companies.
We gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's really cool. So this is all our rotomolded pieces right here.
Can you shine some light on like this poly?
The rotomolded?
The rotomold change here, like, because back in the day everything was like a short ram or cold air intake, and it was metal.
Right.
But this right here, this is reflective of OE type of product.
Correct. Yeah. So
And then
going
cost.
with a cost-wise, so what's cool about this is the cost of a rotomolded intake is actually less than an aluminum intake. And it shows, it's reflective in our pricing as well. So you'll have, so let's say for our 3rd gen or our 10th gen Civic, we do have a rotomolded intake, and then we also have our traditional aluminum intakes. Our traditional aluminum intake, I want to say, is about $50 more than this guy, right? But people like the look. You're going for that look, right? This is, like you said, it caters more towards looking like OEM, fitting like OEM. There's two different ways, as far as a power-wise goes, some applications see more power out of this than they do out of an aluminum intake.
Not hard to tell, right? Like this right here, it's not gonna hold heat.
Right.
Your aluminum intake pipe, even though it looks cool,
Yeah.
when you
No
touch
heat soak
it,
with this
Yeah,
one.
when you touch it in the engine bay, it's gonna be hot.
Right.
So no heat soak here.
Correct. Another good thing about a rotomolded intake, and it's where we're going in the future, is there's a lot more engineering that happens with this. Paul can do so much more. He could only do so much with aluminum.
Right.
As far as adding stuff on the inside. So we have a lot of patented technology. We have one that's called MR technology. It's been duplicated. It's patented to us, and it's basically, it's a way of getting power out of an intake with still using the factory map sensor. And I didn't believe it. I thought it's a filter on a stick. I'm far from it. Yeah. When I first got here, I'm like, dude, how, it's a filter on a stick.
Yeah.
And then seeing Paul's process, seeing Injen's process, all the patents that they have, it blew my mind.
The roto mode thing is also cool, Randy, because like you can see just looking at it, like you can make all these neat contours.
Correct.
And really utilize the space in the engine bay rather than trying to have 45s and 90s that
Correct.
line up
Correct.
to where you got to
I
kind
mean,
of
this in aluminum is going to look very. Yeah, it's going to be hard.
It would be really, I mean, just to make this shape would be
Right.
hard to make. So.
Correct. Yeah. Even this angle.
Right.
You know what I mean? You'd have to come out pretty far out, come back in, and
With a 90,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. With rotomold, it's easy. You know?
It's super lightweight. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
roto
Oh, I
is
mean-
lighter than aluminum.
Yeah, if you take a box,
It's a whole
I mean,
box.
the box is light. Basically, yeah, that's what it is. But in my eyes, where all the magic happens is always the tube. The box to me is just there to hold the filter, you know, or to keep heat away from it. All the magic happens in the tube. Yeah. So I mean, you could have the coolest box ever that keeps heat away from it, but if it's not introducing the air into the motor the way it should be, then to me it's worthless. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much everything here at Injen. All our production and everything, and yeah.
We appreciate you letting us bother you midday on an active day here at Injen Technologies, but super impressive facility, Randy. For everybody out there, tell them how to contact you. I know you guys do test vehicles from time to time. How do you submit your vehicle for a test vehicle? Tell us some of the ins and outs on how to get in the door here at Injen Technology.
Best way to do it is to check our test vehicles needed section on our website, which is injen.com. And see what we have that we need. You know, you might, and then you could follow the link there, and you'll most likely be emailing Paul because he handles all that. And then we'll keep in contact. The cool thing about it is, yeah, you get to be part of this. You know, this whole process. It's a very long, drawn out process, but like I said, we are very keen on having a quality product.
So the biggest thing that sticks out to me after seeing all this, dude, is that the fact that it's done in the U.S. Like we're literally right here in Pomona. Your parts getting boxed up, shipped out from California. So I think it's super cool. We're not waiting on a bunch of stuff to get imported and components. Maybe some things, but the majority of stuff is designed. Well, not the majority. Everything is designed here,
Yes.
R&D here, dyno tested and proven here, and boxed and ready to ship. So
Yeah, from concept to shipment. That's where we are out here.
yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. That was the Injen Technology Tour. Again, if you guys have any questions, make sure to contact the man here or hit him up on social media. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
Later. Too cool, man.